By this my sword that had conquered Persia, thy fall will make me famous throughout the world. For will and shall best befit Tamburlaine, whose smiling stars shall give him assured hope of the martial triumph ever he meet his foes. I am that termed the scourge and wrath of God, the only fear and terror of the world. Will first subdue the Turk, and then enlarge those Christian captives which you keep as slaves, burdening their bodies with your heavy chains, and feeding them thin and slender fare, that naked row about the Tyrrhene sea. And when they chance to rest or breathe a space, are punished with bastions so grievously that they lie panting on the galley's side, and strive for life at every stroke they give. These are the cruel pirates of Agrir, that damned train, the scum of Africa, inhabited with straggling renegades. Make quick thy havoc of Christian blood. But as I live, that town shall curse the day that Tamburlaine ever set foot in Africa. Those walled garrisons I will subdue, and write myself great lord of Africa. From east to furthest west, Tamburlaine shall extend his poisoned arm. Those galleys and pilling brigandines that yearly sail to the Venetian coast and hover in the straits for Christians' wreck shall lie at anchor at the Isle of Sant, until the Persian fleet and men of war, sailing along the Oriental Sea, have fetched about the Indian continent, and even from Persepolis to Morocco, and thence to the Strait of Gibraltar, where they shall meet and join forces in one, keeping in awe the Bay of Portugal and all the ocean by the British shore. And by this means, I'll win the world at last. Ah, Xenocrat, thou loveliest maid alive, fairer than the rocks and precious pearl stone, the only paragon of Tamburlaine, whose eyes are brighter than the lamps of heaven, and speech more pleasant than sweet harmony. And with thy looks thou canst clear the darkened sky, and calm the rage of thundering Jupiter. Sit down by her, adorned with my crown, as if thou wert empress of the world. Stir not, Xenocrat, until thou see me march victoriously with my men, triumphing over him and these his kings, which I will bring as vassals to thy feet. Until then, take thou my crown, vaunt of my worth, and manage her with words with her as we will with arms. Our conquering swords shall marshal us the way that we used to march upon the slaughtering foe, trampling with their boughs with our horses' feet, brave horses bred upon the white Tartarian hills. My camp is like Julius Caesar's host, that never fought but had the victory. So in Pharsalia, where there was such a hot war as these, my followers would have legion spirits and fleeting of the air, direct our arrows and our weapons' points, and make your strokes to blind the senseless light. And when she sees the bloody colors spread, when victory begins to take her flight, resting herself against my milky white tent. But come, my lords, let us weapons fall. The field is ours, the Turk, his wife, and all.